we didn't get the chance.
Which one's your boy?
I think he's not on the field yet.
Okay.
We had 2 substitutes.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah, 'cause,
That means they get to play a lot.
yeah. The boys on the field?
Yeah, 82.
82.
He's up top.
Okay.
Long blonde hair.
All right. Okay.
It's okay, I think. He's trying to play. He's playing right now.
It's gonna get cold.
I forgot to bring anything because I thought we would be back.
I'm trying to think we may have more cold.
Look right, Jace.
Oh yes. Oh, unlucky. Is that the same guy that did our game this morning?
Don't mess around in the back there, boys. Yeah, the same.
At least the guys have a feeling.
Good, Jace. Good, Jace.
That was a great save by your people. That was a great save. Yeah. Well, it was fortunate, right? It was,
Yeah.
but you got to take the try, right? I mean,
Yeah, sure, of course. That's house hockey.
yes, sir.
Good, bud.
Good hustle, time.
Oh, good save. Good
save.
That's the same referee we got in the morning. Oh my god. But right now has been good. But he's really fun. Too much tackles. That's all right. Go strong, guys.
Well done, Dylan. Having fun yet? It's all right, Junior. Let's go, bud. Good job.
Our boys are not used to playing on grass fields.
Oh,
We
really?
play on
Turf?
artificial
Really?
turf.
Like
Because
year
we
round?
live in
Lorraine.
Vancouver.
Yeah,
the
makes
rain,
sense.
Right? So,
Makes sense.
and that's my son there. There's the goalie. The
He's
purple.
fantastic.
And he's only 5 feet 4 inches tall.
He's really good.
But he's also only 12 years old.
Come on, Fernando. Duro, papi.
When he has his growth spurt, he'll be just fine.
Well, he's just fine now. You know what I
A
mean?
lot of technique.
Yeah, just to let you know, don't have any expectations for this referee. He's brutal.
The center, the earlier center was awful too. It was really like the assistants were really good, but the center was really bad. Like it was awful. I felt really bad for the kids. Like both teams.
Yeah. Like I mean, we should have been up 3 or 4-1 at the end of the first half in our game today. And
Were they just going offside or was
no,
it
so
foul?
one of them he called, one of the goals he called back.
Fernando, no.
All the players were lined up at the top of the 18-yard box, and the player who ended up putting in the ball was like standing where that number 5 is and came running in and put it in. The linesman called it offside.
Body in front.
Yeah, exactly. And then one of our players was on a breakaway, and the player clipped his heels, and the referee didn't call a penalty shot or anything. Said the kid tripped over the ball.
Time.
It was the hometown team with the
Oh, it was
hometown
the Vegas
referees.
kids. Come on, bud. Come on, bud.
I mean,
Come on, bud. Come on, bud. That's my son, 82.
I'll tell you something. If we played that Vegas team on artificial turf, we would destroy them.
I'm telling you, boy, something else. Guys. It was
Yeah, you know, it's all he's ever wanted to do is play net. He's been training as a goalie with one of the Canadian internationals since he was like 7 years old.
Oh, really?
And there was a lot of coaches when he was younger that was like, yeah, he's a really good goalie and he's got an amazing skill set, but will he ever be taller? I said, have you ever seen a goalie named Jorge Campos?
Yeah.
He was 5'6", Mexican national goalie, and every time he went after the ball, it looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Take it on the air.
Well, and even MLS, I mean, there was Nick Armando for
Yeah.
RSL, and he was
5 feet 10 inches.
if I mean
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
with his cleats on.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I mean, when Harrison's done all said and growing, he's probably going to be right around 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
And
got-
the
he's
one
got-
thing
like, his
this goalie,
reactions are great. Like his instincts are great.
well, he's a catcher in baseball.
Oh, okay, all right. So no hockey for him.
No, you know what? His dad's had way too many concussions, and I
Is that
don't
what it
want
is?
that for my son. I mean, I'm 54 years old, and by the time I'm 60, will I even recognize myself?
That's fair.
I mean, my neighbors growing up were the Espositos.
Okay.
I grew up in Sault Ste. Marie in Northern Ontario. Yeah, I don't want that for him. There'll be no football, no rugby, no hockey. I mean, he hates hockey anyways.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. Like, he played ball hockey just in
Sure.
keep in shape.
Well, sure.
But yeah, he's not a fan of hockey at all. And I mean, you guys are what, in mid-season right now, or are you just
No,
starting?
we haven't even started.
Okay, so the game this afternoon.
Because we're from Salt Lake, right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
winter time. For
Yeah,
us.
well, our kids' game this afternoon was their first game in almost 3 months.
Oh, really?
Right. Like, we haven't played a game, nothing. Yeah, he's calm with the ball. Like, you're not gonna rattle. Because it's like the coach said, I would rather you try to make the right play
Yes.
than make the wrong play and hurry the ball. So the center back, number 7 or number 5, his dad is my son's goalie coach. His dad was a Canadian international. His dad is 6'6"
Oh, really?
tall, and his brother is a starting goalie for Canisius University in
Okay.
NCAA soccer, and he's also a Canadian international. So when Justin comes home from school, Harrison
He's working
trains
with your boy.
trains with the two of them all summer.
That's good stuff, man.
You know, and he just loves it. Like, he cannot, and what he's learned is not to live and die on every goal.
Oh, because
The goal goes in, it's
Good luck.
0-0,
There you go.
because what Dieter has gotten into him, it's the process.
Yeah.
Everything is the process.
Yes.
You're gonna get beat. You're gonna go good goals. You're gonna get. Just stay the course.
oftentimes you're at a major disadvantage, or shit happens, right?
He goes like this afternoon. One of the goals made a great throw to his defender.
Yeah.
Defender got a bad hop. Guy intercepted it, stepped by him, and then drilled it in the top corner. Can't do anything about 5 feet 4 inches tall. You know, you tip your hat. You say to the guy, "Nice shot, nice
Yeah, well
goal,"
done.
and well done, and you move on.
Yep. Next game, next
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Hey Jeff, your kid's crazy fast, man.
It's all the cocaine.
And the jumping beans.
I even got his laugh. I got you too.
You guys start him on those PEDs really early, don't you?
Well, look, it's natural, right? It's total. It's just from a plant, right? It's just from a plant. Not a big
I
deal.
didn't hear anything.
Even they are like, yeah, dude, you're right. He's right. It's basically salad.
And that's the other thing about my son. Like, he's not the fastest kid. And they said, as a goalie, you don't have to be the fastest kid. What you need to be is quick in a 40 yards square circle.
What I love is they trust him.
What?
Like the players trust him.
Well, and he's naturally left-footed.
Is he?
Yeah. And like I said, our kids are not used to playing on grass.
So is there any grass fields at all for you?
We-
guys? Like
we-
in the
we-
winters or like summertimes or anything?
Well, there's lots of grass fields, but we just don't do it because it rains 8 months out of the year.
Right.
Right? So, you know what happens in grass fields when you get rain 8 months out of the year?
They're mud.
Yeah, and you sure as hell don't want to play on them because you just destroy the field.
Yeah.
So
And then you can't play on them again for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So, like in the Pacific Northwest, like Portland, Seattle,
Yeah.
Vancouver, we all play on
Are they all
turf.
just like the G3s or what do you got?
What?
Is it like the G3 fields or what do you have?
No, we
Just
have
artificial.
like the same sort of like professional turf that like all the pro teams use, right?
Got it.
Right? Because the old cheap turf doesn't last very long, so they spend the money.
Yep.
The other thing is, though, he's got the hockey mentality. As you can see, he's
Yeah,
got
right.
zero fear.
No, he ain't afraid.
None.
Well, that's mine too. He won't. I mean, he's not going to go into a dangerous challenge, especially on a keeper.
Yeah.
His older brother's a keeper, so he's.
Well, and the referees are supposed to understand that, like, old players have to avoid the contact
Yep.
at all costs. You cannot, even if
Well, because you're in a bad spot, right?
even a 50-50 ball, the referee's going to give the benefit of the doubt to the keeper.
And they should, because
You know.
you're in a disadvantageous position. every
because
time.
he's in a defensive position.
You're not looking to
Yeah.
to do anything other than secure the ball.
Because you ask one of the players, there was a player we played in the Seattle tournament, and this player actually stomped on my son's hand on purpose.
I hate that stuff.
And the next time that guy came near my son when there was a 50-50 ball, he punched through it and connected and hit him right on the chin. And the reason why he's got good hands is in the summer he does boxing training,
Okay.
right? Not like no boxing like hitting or
Sure.
anything, but he does all the training because it helps him with the strong hands and the footwork, right? Because when you're going, it's helping you understand about being on your toes.
Yes. Well, just the agility, the reaction,
And the boxing, like throwing punches, it strengthens your hand. Like
Yep.
you watch him when he goes, like when there's a corner kick, there's no bobble. He catches the ball on the fly, right? Because as a goalie, having strong hands is
there's just no substitute.
no. And then that's why he makes a good catcher in baseball, because he's got soft hands, but he catches. Your goalie's about the same height as my son, eh?
I think he's probably a little shorter.
Is he?
Yeah, probably a little. Not a ton, but
Yeah.
maybe an inch or two. Out there. Come on, gents. Good ball. Well done.
Para adelante.
But like I said, our guys are not used to this bouncy field.
Yeah.
Because do you guys play on grass or do you play on turf?
But usually grass. In fact, usually worse grass than this.
I mean, this is pretty bad. You know, like mix in some water. You know what I mean? Throw some grass seeds on this. That's a nice ball. That's a great ball.
It's a bad call. It's a bad call.
This guy's horrible.
That was a bad call.
He's been like that all day.
From when the
How is that offside?
from when the ball was hit.
Yeah,
here,
when the ball- that's not
just
even
supposed to go around
close.
the back line. That's
That's
a
not
bad
even
call.
close.
I agree.
But he's gonna make calls like this both ways. He consistently bad.
Well, so if there's something to be said, it's that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but
like
I mean-
everybody's gonna get screwed back. Because that wasn't
I
even
mean,
close.
they called the goal off in the game this afternoon where the player that came the ball was where that number 10 was, and he was the guy that put it in the net,
Okay.
and they called it offside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you. I mean, that, if we were to VAR this far, he was on set.
Yeah, I know. This guy doesn't have a clue that's working the flag, and neither does his buddy over there.
Which is too bad.
Yeah,
Really, 'cause,
I know. But there's nothing you can do about it.
other than just smile and wave and
It's on
do what
they're from Colorado.
you do. Utah.
Oh, sorry,
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
Sorry. But you guys could play all year round, couldn't you? Or is
Well-
it too much snow?
There's too much snow most of the time. I mean, right now they
it's-
close the field down because there's so much snow and
Is
water.
it too much snow in Salt Lake?
Oh, yeah.
Because Salt Lake, your colonization's a lot like Vancouver, where there's snow in the mountains.
Yes.
You get rain.
But we're getting
rain
plenty
down
on the ground. Like we'll get plenty down below so that the fields are wet enough
Yeah.
that we can't.
Yeah. See, in Vancouver, unless there's snow on the ground, they play. They play through rain.
So are most of the surfaces is everybody indoor?
All the surfaces are artificial turf.
But are they indoor or are they outdoor?
Outside, outdoor.
Okay.
Like our soccer season goes from, we start our training camp, well, they start their training camp, this is training camp right now, and we go from January to the end of November.
Don't kill yourself, man. Don't kill
Venga,
yourself.
venga, 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 Fer. Ayuda.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like get up there, he's got a 22's got to get back there forward. And the other thing, these guys don't speak a lot of English.
Yes.
The linesman
Oh, I got you.
or the referee. Either one of them don't speak. They look at English. They all speak Spanish. Yeah, well, of course they do. Isn't that their number one export?
Certainly a top 5.
That and beer?
I hope so. You see, I'm all right with that one, right?
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, you're probably all right with just about anything. People decide to do stuff, but
I mean, from what I've seen from your team, the team you played this afternoon, and
such a risky proposition.
and the other team that's in this tournament. Have you guys played today too?
Yeah, we played the Colorado team.
Their Colorado team?
It's a real Colorado or something like that.
And how did you do?
We won 2-1.
Yeah, so from what I'm seeing, all 4 teams are pretty evenly.
Yeah.
Ronnie Fernando.
Because I mean, we should have, like, the team that you're going to play tomorrow that we played today, the Las Vegas team.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, the way you guys play, and you guys play is pretty similar to us.
Yes.
If you get decent refereeing, you should beat them. But they got a lot of hometown calls, a lot.
It happens all the time these days.
Well, have you played in the Starfire tournament in Seattle?
Is it the same thing?
I thought the refereeing there was the worst I've ever seen. These guys managed to top that.
This is giving them a run for their money.
Oh yeah, it was. How's your son?
He's running, but I don't think he's okay.
No, I wouldn't risk it. His son.
Did he get
felt
injured
a
in the first game?
Little pop
Oh.
in his groin,
Yeah, he's.
and I said, you do not want to.
Come on, G.
You don't want to risk tearing that.
No.
I did that in hockey, and I was out 9 months.
Yeah, he.
You got Junior. Come on, come on, Chris. Just getting in the way.
And I mean, we've only got 11 players in our goalie now. There's a bunch of our
Ooh, I don't
players
think he was.
there's a bunch of our players that are back home.
I don't think he was offside on that one.
Did he just off? Yeah, he probably.
I don't think he was. At least I think my son was. I think 82 was, but I don't think that this guy was.
So if 82 doesn't play the ball, then it's not
right.
offside.
But I think whatever. He is because he got called back.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean, I think so. My boy's 82, so I'm fairly confident he was offside. But I don't think 24 was.
So yeah, his brother, so Taryn, won't be 13 till November.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And as you can see, he's a pretty big boy.
Yes.
And like I said, his dad is
Come on, Jake.
6'6" and his brother's 6'6".
Nope, no chance. Too much. Yeah, I think the teams are very technically similar.
Yeah, and like I said, like that game that we played this afternoon, that was probably like you guys, your first game in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. So there's a tournament for. It's called the State Cup. Well, no, I'm sorry, the President's Cup. Too much. Too much.
So you played some
In Mesquite, so about an hour and a half north.
Yeah.
About a month ago, they were playing.
Yeah. See, all we've played is a couple of futsal games in the gym.
Oh, really? So,
Yeah.
so this is much bigger, and
Yeah. And like there was a futsal game that my son played. Couple
Ayuda,
weeks ago,
Fernando.
one of the dads
Ahí,
said your son
algunos.
must have made about 40 saves in that game. He said, and the 6-5 score, which the other team won by, flattered our team.
yeah.
He said your son probably, and they scored the goal in the last minute to win 6-5.
Oh, really?
In indoor soccer, when the nets are small like that, it's pretty hard to score on my son.
Yeah. Well, because those are they're what? Are they 7 by 12 or 7 by 10 or something? Like that? Yeah. He covered all that. So he's springing.
And along the ground, he's really good, right? Like, you know, he's working on his vertical.
Oh yeah.
But when you're growing as much as he's growing right now, it's pretty hard to develop muscle to
Does
jump.
he get much into like his knees?
Yeah,
Not
his
at all?
knees are sore right now too. Like after the game, he was icing it today because after the game today, he was icing. He's like, "Dad, my knees are sore."
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, like, in the last calendar 14 months, I think he's grown 5 inches.
So no Osgood slaughter or anything like that?
Yeah,
on his knees? Is that
that's
what it is?
he's got mild,
Yeah.
but not enough that he needs to wear braces or anything like that. He's just needs to remember to ice after every game and, rest your legs when they're barking at you.
Get yourself some ice. Get yourself some ibuprofen.
But a lot of these kids have that, like, I mean, because they're just growing so much. Like, shit, I think Taryn in the last calendar year has grown like 7.5, 8 inches.
See, Owen, my son's name's Owen, and he went through that about 18 months ago.
Like, these guys move the ball really well. I'm really impressed with the way.
Hit it, dude.
Handball.
It was. I don't like that one though. They've been a little more judicious about that one because
And that was more ball to hand than hand to
I
ball, right? But
yeah.
also on this field, you're going to get a lot of ball bounces. With
Ábrete
your
más,
hands.
Fer.
right. Well, that was to the credit of the center in the first game. That was one thing he was pretty consistent about is that ball to hand because there was a few that everyone's screaming for handball and he was like, no, like the player's running and the ball comes up and hits it. That's not. There's no advantage game. There's no benefit to him. Well done, bud.
And so the coach, this is our new coach. We've had him for exactly about a month.
It's the same for us. Like right before the last tournament, we got off.
He's a former Canadian international who played professional soccer in Portugal. So I'm going to be curious to see how good our team will be when he has him for full calendar year, because the one thing that I really like, he's really into fitness.
Yeah. Well, that changes everything.
Like the first week of practices, my son came straight home from practice and went straight to bed. He couldn't even talk. He was so tired.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like, all right, I gotta
Like,
relax.
so in between every little drill they were doing, they would be doing plank and burpees.
It's the worst.
And then they were doing suicides. You remember those,
Oh,
eh?
from the old football days, right?
Yeah. But it's the best way to get you in shape.
Yes. Well, because it incorporates the speed, the change of direction,
Yeah.
change of pace.
Yeah. We can't afford to get another player hurt.
When he ran into a solid kid, dude. That kid is a solid kid.
Yeah, we can't afford.
Got one
another
down over
kid
here?
to- That'll get us down to 10 and a goalie will, and then no one else can get hurt.
So do you have any subs then?
Nope.
You got 2 in green jerseys there.
Yeah,
you know?
one of them can't play.
Oh, is
Though.
that this young- this guy?
Yeah, it's his son.
Yeah.
His son can't play.
Well, there's no reason to risk it. They're too young, and it's not long term.
And I said to him, when you've got a pulled groin or a hammy, let it heal, because you tear it, and you're done.
Just play over the top like that, guys. Seal them off and go. Well done, Nick.
Get it?
No, Elias don't.
Good position, well done, Dano. Good position.
Oh,
I was a little late.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess he tripped on it, but they still had the ball. I mean, there was no. I prefer to let him play a little bit. Let's go. Find it. Find it.
That's the thing too. Once the ball hits the turf with that much pace on it, there's it's gone.
Yep. About 30 seconds left. Yeah, it looks like.
See what I mean about that bounce?
Yep.
And he's gone.
Well, that's a great ball.
Nice ball, your runners.
So that kid that was running there, his dad was a former, he was on the Canadian Olympic team.